A chocolate cake with a mocha frosting. So for the batter, I've got 12 tablespoons of unsalted butter, room temperature, and 2 cups of sugar. And I've beaten it until it's really light and fluffy. And now I'm going to add a tablespoon of good vanilla. And I'm going to turn it down to low when I mix these in. And 3 extra large eggs at room temperature. And I just put them in one at a time until they mix in. Okay, next for the coffee and chocolate mixture. So I'm going to start with hot tap water. 2/3 of a cup of cocoa powder. You want really good cocoa powder. Next is a teaspoon of instant espresso powder. It's very strong, but it'll be good with the chocolate. Okay, and I'm going to whisk this together. You'll see it just dissolves in the water. The coffee and the chocolate. And then I'm going to add 2/3 of a cup of half and half. Just think how good that's going to be in the cake. Okay, so that's the chocolate mixture. Next, the dry mixture. What I did was I sifted together 1 3/4 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. And that's all done. So, I'm going to show you how I put them in. On low speed, alternately in thirds, starting and ending with the flour. Just put it in slowly so it's mixed in. Okay, that's some flour. Next is the chocolate mixture, chocolate and coffee. Make sure each one's blended in before you start the next one. Okay, a little more flour. This smells amazing. It's not even in the oven yet. Very slowly, just make sure it's really well mixed in. And you want to make sure the bottom is well mixed in. Okay, ready to go into the pan. So I've got a 9 by 13-inch pan. I buttered it, put parchment paper down, and then buttered and floured the whole thing. So there's no point in making a cake if you can't get it out of the pan. Okay. And just smooth out the top. Now I'm going to bake it, and then I'm going to cool it. I'll put the cake in a 350-degree oven for 30 minutes. Next, it's about cooling. I'll leave the cake in the pan until it's completely cooled. Then I'll flip it out onto my hand, carefully remove the parchment paper, and place it on a serving board. So the mocha frosting couldn't be easier. I put 12 ounces of chopped bittersweet chocolate into a bowl, along with 3 tablespoons of diced unsalted butter and 2 teaspoons of instant espresso powder to enhance the chocolate flavor. Then I poured over 1 1/4 cups of simmering heavy cream, stirred it occasionally until the chocolate melted. Then I added 1 tablespoon of coffee liqueur, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, stirred the frosting until it was smooth, covered it with plastic wrap, and refrigerated it for only 30 minutes. It's really like ganache. If you whip ganache or chilled ganache, it ends up like frosting, just like this. That's it. Okay, I'm just going to pour this right on the cake, nice and cold, and then just swirl it on. I'm just going to frost the top. I like when you can see the cake and the frosting. 12 pieces, and I'll show you how I cut it. That's a dessert. Everybody will remember. Doesn't that look fabulous?